Hello and welcome back to ms.craftsalots Lair. Thank you for joining us. I am Barbie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Beloit, Wisconsin of the US of A. And today I am here to show you how to make this card. I'm doing a little bit of a different thing with my card for the video, but this is basically what we're making today. And to go over the materials real fast, we are using the returning favorite Gather Together and the Gathered Together stamp set, and it is bundled with the Gathered Leaves dies. So I'm showing off the dies because this is, like I said, it's bundled together, but we're not going to be using the dies today. Today we're just using the stamp set. I am going to try to not get you guys sick of this stamp set. This is, like I said, this is a returning favorite this year. It was in the holiday catalog last year. The problem is that apparently I had tunnel vision and I completely looked past this particular stamp set last year. This year it is like my favorite stamp set. So I have, this is the bundle that we are going to be using. If you join in on my card class for this month, or for the month of September, there we go, because this is actually the last day of August. Real fast, this is a stamp set that we're going to be using for my card class that I'm going to be having on Patreon in September. And so I'm trying not to get you sick of it, but I see this stamp set and I see so many different ideas, it's not even funny. So for card base, I'm using the Whisper White card base. I'm going to go over this pretty quick. Measurements are down in the bottom. Whisper White, this is my go-to card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. I have a piece of the Plaid Tidings DSP. This is 1 inch by 5.5 inches. A little strip of Cajun Craze. This is 1/4 inch by 5.5 inches. And then I have a piece of Cajun Craze that is 2 1/4 inches by 1 1/4 inches, and then a piece of Whisper White that is 1 inch by 2 inches. We're also going to be using the Cajun Craze ink, Mango Melody, Rich Raspberry, and Shaded Spruce. These are all coordinating colors that colors that coordinate with the Plaid Tidings DSP. A little bit of the linen thread, and the snips to cut the linen thread. So let's get started, and I will show you what I did with this card. So, because I don't want to mark up my puppies, I'm going to bring out my handy dandy scrap paper, and I'm going to take out my paper pierce mat because this is a photopolymer stamp set. And for stamps, we are using the leaf, as you can tell, and then the Season of Thanks sentiment. I think I've covered it all real fast, trying to make it as quick as possible. So I am going to go ahead and open all of these up. So there's my Cajun Craze. Pull this towards me just a little bit. So there's my Cajun Craze, Mango Melody, Rich Raspberry, and Shaded Spruce. And then the other thing I did not mention that I am going to be using today is, whoop, there goes my linen thread a-rolling, is the well-loved Stampin' Chamois to clean off, so we're not, because it's going to be a lot of stamp the leaf, clean it off, stamp the leaf. So I'm going to have that off to my side so that I can do that as needed. And I'm going to start off actually here real fast by stamping the sentiment in Cajun Craze onto the middle of the Whisper White piece. And another thing too that I'm going to be using is the Detailed Trio punch to round the corners on everything. So now that I've got that stamped, I can clean this off and put it to the side. And then I'm going to bring out the leaf, and I'm just going to give it one quick clean here to make sure that it's nice and clean. And I'm going to start off by going into the Cajun Craze, and it's going to be this color and then stamp it. If you wanted to do and just kind of guess around, go for it. I started off at the bottom. I'll show you how I did this. So Cajun Craze is all, dip your finger in Cajun Craze too, because that works. And so I'm going to kind of go off of the paper but show the fact that it's a leaf. And this is all going to be full blast color. And then clean it off a couple times, and then go into the Mango Melody. And kind of go over here. And I'm trying to fill in as much of the this side of the card as possible. To me, I didn't want any leftover spaces. Rich Raspberry. And I'm going to go over here. And again, clean off your... So I'm doing a lot of cleaning and doing a lot of stamping, and it's going to be... And I'm wanting to kind of twist it around and kind of have my leaves going all different directions. And then this is the one that I'm going to stamp twice and not clean off in between, because that's the way the colors are lining up for me. And then I'm going to go back to the Mango Melody, and I'm just kind of going around and turning every which way and stamping down, and I'm not really trying to make it look any particular way other than completely covered with leaves. And then I'm going to put Rich Raspberry up over here. I don't know why I just kind of spaced on the stamp set last year, but this, like I said, this year, this is like my favorite stamp set. And I see it, and I'm seeing all of these different ideas that I can do. And so not only do I have the ideas for this card, but I have ideas for other cards and the card class, and yeah. I'm hoping I don't get you guys sick of this stamp set before. I'm going to try to control myself. And then I think I am going to do another Rich Raspberry just to fill in this blank spot that I've got here. Just like that. I think if you did this in one color, it would probably end up like bleeding together, and you wouldn't be able to make out the fact that they're different leaves. But if you rotate your colors and such, then I think you can see easier that the fact that there's more than one leaf there. And I'm going to go ahead and close these up. Inks are all closed up, fingers are cleaned, and now I can bring out all of the other little pieces that I have for this card and my punch. And so I am going to go ahead and punch all four corners of both of these. Alright, so I have those all nice and trimmed off. I am going to go ahead and grab my Stampin' Seal and probably over seal, because that's the way it is. Center this on this piece, and then this piece I'm going to go ahead and put on the front of the card base to the right. And how I do this is I open the card, and you're probably going to see that it's probably kind of messy. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit of a mess on the back, but it'll work. And I want to, for me, I'm putting this strip on the outside, so just so then that way there's an extra little strip of the rich raspberry showing. And I kind of use my nails and butt this right up against my nails to get everything lined up and situated pretty. And if you don't press down, it shouldn't get stuck until you do press down. So I think that looks good. Well, it shifted just a little bit, but you'll get the gist. And then run the seal down the Cajun Craze piece. I don't know, for some reason I want to call it Cajun Cage. I don't know. I'm really not a violent person. And then I'm going to kind of center this on here. So it's kind of half and half. So you're basically just, the easiest way to say it is, it's going to be about 1/8 of an inch that you're going to be in overlap. And then if you have any seal that is trying to peek out, you can just rub it away and it'll come off of there. So in that way you don't have that sticky on the front of your card. It's a little bit more work with the new seal to get it off of there, but you still can manage to do it. And I'm going to do a quick jog of seal down the middle of the back of the sentiment. And I go 3 fingers, kind of spaced out, wrap it 3 times. 2, 3, bring it back there. And then I usually just make a figure 8 with these, just for the fact that I think that it looks a little bit better when it's on and controlled a little bit better. But that could be all in my own mind, so. But I do the figure 8. Something for you to try if you haven't tried that. Dimensionals. And I like to put 1 dimensional over the back of the ribbon as well to kind of hold it in place. Make sure it stays put there. And then go ahead and put this on the front of your card and a finished card. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this project, please like, share, subscribe, and watch more. You can find links to my Stampin' Up! Store, blog, dimensions, and the product list in the description below. Until next time.